So if you're anything like me and you've previously had a group of friends that you've cut off and you no longer spend time with because you realize that they're bad people, and you sort of have these moments in the day where you kind of just zone out and miss those times when you used to be friends with them and you miss sort of the good old days. I'm here to tell you that that's not you actually missing your friends. That's just you not missing the feeling of not being lonely. Because when you were with your friends, when you were with those friends that you cut off, you were not alone, but you still felt this sense of loneliness because you didn't fit in with them. They were not the right people for you. They were bad people and you didn't want to be like them, whatever the reason may be, right? Now, you're just not only lonely, you're also just now alone. And regardless of whether you're with other people or not with other people, being lonely sucks. You have to sort of understand that you're not actually missing the people themselves, because when you're lonely, when you're feeling lonely, any friend or any person that you meet and you talk to feels really really good. It feels really really good to have that person, to talk to that person, because when you're dying of thirst, dirty dirty water tastes amazing, even though dirty water is bad. But it tastes amazing because you have nothing else. You have nothing else to compare it to. So you think to yourself that these people that are bad are actually good, and because you made that tough choice of cutting them off and not speaking to them anymore, you're now suddenly starting to feel nostalgic and sentimental, and now you're sort of just missing those times where you spend time with each other. And I do too. I'm not gonna lie. I've been through this thing twice, and I'm only 18 years old, and I've already had to cut off my entire group of friends. Not cut off, but like sort of push away my group of friends twice. My main group of friends two times, and now I'm in uni, and I just keep having these thoughts of like, yeah, like high school and college friends were just so much closer, and I had so many more laughs, and we just felt so much like we felt like we knew each other so well. Even though I know that they are not, when I was with them and I was actively with them, I knew every single day that these are not the right people for me, and I need to distance myself. I need to get out of this. But despite me knowing that, despite me knowing that I actually made the right choice, I still just zone out in the middle of the day and just think to myself, I miss that. I miss those days. And I've realized that that's not actually me missing my friends. That's just me hating the fact that I'm just lonely and I have no one to actually fully call my friend yet. I'm sure I will find those people eventually, but for now, I haven't. And if you're in a similar situation like me, you're probably going through the same thing. You're probably not actually missing those people. You're just missing the fact that you might have felt retrospectively, you felt a little less lonely, but actually you have made the right choice. And again, if you're like me, right? Like I don't know exactly what situation you're in, but if you're anything like me and you've made the right choice of cutting people off that you know you should, that is the right choice, and now you're starting to feel guilty or you're starting to feel sad. It's normal to feel these things. Of course it is. It's human, but I wouldn't, I wouldn't get in my head too much, because, uh, yeah, it's not you actually missing them. It's just you missing not being lonely because you've never had people who care about you ever. You've never had people actually care about you. You've never had, um, people check up on you, and because of that, and because now you have nothing going for you at all, it it's like you want to basically cling on to almost anything that's available to you, including the past that doesn't exist anymore. You'll try anything to get away from the current reality that you're in of having literally no one to talk to. Um, and if that means zoning out for a good chunk of the day, just, thinking back to the, memories of being with your old toxic friends, um, you're gonna do that because you've literally never experienced what real friendship looks like. And I'm speaking for myself here. I'm literally like, this is me. This is exactly my experience that I've had, and I still think I still am a believer that being alone and lonely is still better than being lonely, feeling lonely, but being with, other people, like being with people that obviously are not, your friends. Like you just pretend that you like each other and stuff, but deep down you actually know that these guys don't care about you, these people don't care about you, and you're gonna have to make the hard choice of leaving. I still think that's, staying in that group that you have to leave is worse than just not having any friends at all. Being with the wrong people is worse than being with no one, is what I'm trying to say. I still think that's worse. So, you know, I, it's hard, but my advice to myself would be to just try to enjoy it. I guess try to enjoy the fact that you are not lonely, but alone. Like you're not, in that position anymore where you're becoming a bad person because of the people around you, because they're influencing you in ways that are bad, and you have more control over what you think and what you say. You have more control over yourself, and as much as it sucks, because it does suck a lot, there are some benefits. I would say the benefits are not good enough to outweigh the negatives, but maybe one day we'll miss it, right? Maybe one day we'll miss the fact that, like, if I get into another friend group, like, that's not good for me, and I waste another 6 months, trying to get in and then get out of this group, I'll miss this exact moment I'm in right now, where I'm just, with no one, and I'm just friendless, and I'm not in a friend group or anything like that, Um, yeah. This is just my opinions about this very niche sort of video, but again, if anyone's going through this, then I hope this helped in any way.